In 1885, Tolstoy published a novella called The Death of Ivan Ilyich, a name that means something like John Johnson, meant to be an every person kind of thing. And Ivan is a person who received from his environment, his social class, expectations. This is who you are. This is who you're supposed to marry. These are the values you're supposed to have. This is the neighborhood you're supposed to live in, and here's the career path for you, etc., etc. And he did all those things. And the author, Tolstoy, says several times, everything's flowing the way it's supposed to be, as if there's a kind of contract that we are signatories to. And when in fact reality tells us there is no contract, stuff happens. And so at the peak of his development as a socialized being, he has this pain in his side that doesn't go away. And then we learn it's a terminal case. And he asks for the first time, what if I've been living as wrong? And no one wants to talk with him about it because it's his problem, not theirs. They're busy living in their false self, so to speak. And so his only reality is in those last 3 days where he talks to an illiterate peasant who was signed to be his caregiver, because all the others distance themselves and so forth. And so why would Ivan Ilyich have been published in 1885 unless Tolstoy had seen all around him, a denial of mortality, secondly, a kind of adaptation to the commands and dictates of your culture, starting with family of origin, but moving out and widening circles of religion and education, the zeitgeist and so forth, all of which form a provisional sense of self. But on the other hand, there is the self, with a capital S, not to be confused with the ego, that has another agenda. And that's what produces this inner distress. That's why a person can achieve everything they're supposed to achieve, as Ivan Ilyich did, and inwardly feel empty, you see. And that's what, again, speaking to some kind of intelligence within us, the wisdom of nature that is seeking its expression in the world through us. If that's not there, then all we have to do is be like a chameleon, adapt the circumstances around you, internalize them, and you're good to go. You become an automaton. But something inside knows better, something protests. You can climb to the top of the ladder, as Joseph Campbell pointed out, and realize the ladder was placed against the wrong wall,
Wow.